You haven't found how to overcome the anxiety and overwhelm of our uncertain time? You're in the right place. By the end of this video, you will have my 3-step resilience formula for uncertain time and have a plan on how and what to do to release the stress you have been feeling. So you never have to feel overwhelmed again, and you'll begin to get the emotional flexibility to continue to thrive. And these are the foundational elements or steps to help you become more emotionally resilient and flexible. For leading transformation and life-changing strategies, subscribe to my channel and select the bell to notify you when I post a video every Tuesday. One of my clients experienced this formula after having a consult with me and finally felt some hope. So now I'm sharing it with you. Now you may be feeling your world has been turned upside down and wondering, how do I get my footing again? Because you are feeling anxious, grief, possibly depression, and other symptoms. This is my 3-step resilience formula. Step 1, creating supportive routines. The types of routines that are supportive include your morning, work, transition to home, and evening routines. And you can create other routines as well, like your project routines and weekend routines. So your morning routine includes getting up around the same time, taking a shower, brushing your hair and teeth, making your bed, cooking breakfast, and getting lunch ready. All right? So and your work routines depend on whether you work from home or on location. At a minimum, I encourage people to have a to-do list, questions, and follow-up list so you don't forget things. Because when we feel stressed, it can become difficult to focus or concentrate, and we forget things. All right? So if you work from home, you can have the same list. However, it's important to create a separation between your office and your home space. Make it workable for you. Close your office door at the end of the day, and if you have a desk at the foot of your bed, put a cover over the computer so you have a sense of being done with work. And then you go start your dinner, do your exercise, and go run errands. All right? The evening routine may include quiet time, dinner, and a couple of hours prior to going to sleep, you can get started working and getting ready for the next day. So the next 2 steps that I'm going to share with you are going to give you some additional ideas what you can add to your routine. Now I also want to share with you how routines help our sense of well-being. Brain research shows that predictability and consistency wires the brain to feel safe and become more resilient to anxiety or depression. So comment below and tell me how many routines you have set up. All right, step 2, guarding your mind. Many studies show that when you focus on the positive, you see more positive, and when you focus on the negative, you see more negative. And it tells us that it's helpful to become more conscious of how we program our mind. And I like to tell the story about the good and the bad dog. Here's the story. There's a good dog and there's a bad dog, and one day they get into a fight. Who do you think is going to win? And this isn't a trick question, all right? The moral of the story is the dog that wins is the dog that you feed. So to begin to guard your mind, you need to nurture and be conscious of what you're putting in it. And here are a couple of strategies to get you started. First strategy is to download a free inspirational quote app and program to receive 2 to 3 quotes daily. And then you can download those on the iPhone or Play Store. Second strategy is to limit your boundaries in viewing time regarding social media and the news. And you can spread those out throughout the day. Step 3, practicing self-care. And that means not only for your body, but you also need to include your mind. And so, taking care of your body is adding movement that you enjoy. Because brain research tells us that brain processes anxiety 2 different ways. And one is through the flight or fight path, and the second is through your cognitive patterns, such as your beliefs, thoughts, and social reaction. And the good news is that both are fixable and changeable through your experience with anxiety. For example, 30 minutes of exercise a day can change your experience with anxiety simply by walking. So start out 2 to 3 times a week exercising if you're not used to working out, and then work up to 4 to 5 times a week. Now select exercise you enjoy doing, such as dancing, hiking, cycling, yoga, weights, whatever you like to do. All right? Now, self-care for your mind include quieting mind activities, and that can include yoga, painting, drawing, coloring, knitting, working on the garage. And even daily activities such as washing the dishes, vacuuming, also give you a sense of that quietness. And you can even give yourself a manicure, and it puts you in the flow zone. That's what I do. All right. So now you exactly have and know the steps you need to build your emotional flexibility, resilience, and foundation. The first step is to create supportive routine. Those include your morning, work, transition, and evening routine. Step 2 is guarding your mind by setting boundaries to nurture your mind. And step 3, practicing self-care, not only for your body, but also includes your mind. Now, I've created a resilience startup toolkit that gives you immediate tools and skills to get control of your stress and anxiety and create possibilities so you thrive again, so you can feel stronger and confident handling your anxiety. Click on the link below for more information from my program. Check out these videos next on how to increase your emotional toolkit skills, the 3-step resilience formula for the kids, and go over to how musical affirmations benefit your mind and body. If you like this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends.